Are you on a weight loss or a health journey? And are you looking for convenient, high protein snack options that are under 150 calories and perfect to take on the go? Man, I don't know about you, but finding a snack that checks all of the boxes that I just mentioned is challenging. And so in today's video, I want to share 10 easy, portable options that are going to keep you full and energized without leading to you blowing past your calorie goals every single day. Before I do that, though, I really want to get started and I want to remind you why protein snacks are important. If you're trying to lose weight, the only way to successfully lose weight is to create a calorie deficit, which means that you are consuming less calories than your body burns. I'm going to be honest, that means you're going to have to be hungry at times in order to create that calorie deficit. And so, how to feel the most satisfied, the most energized, the best on a weight loss journey is to really prioritize that lean protein. Also, prioritizing protein is going to help be sure that in a calorie deficit, you're actually losing body fat and not lean muscle, which is really important because let's be honest, people want to look toned and want to feel their best in their clothes. And that happens when you still prioritize muscle mass over lean body. So without further ado, now that you know why protein is important, what are some easy protein snacks that you can take on the go with you? And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to separate these into a few different categories because I think it really will depend on how long are you gone for. If you're only running out for a few hours, the first snack ideas that I give are going to be easier to utilize. But if you're going to be gone for a couple days, or even for like a 10 or 12-hour days, some of the first ones might not be as applicable unless you plan ahead. So for the first type of snacks I want to cover, I want to talk about dairy-based snacks. So these snack ideas are going to be great if you're only running out for a few hours and you know the temperature's not hot outside and they're not going to spoil. Or if it's hot outside or if you're going to be gone for longer than that, simply pack a small cooler or an insulated lunchbox with an ice pack to keep these snacks fresh. So snack idea number 1 is buy an individual serving of Greek yogurt. I do recommend plain. You can always add stevia or cinnamon or any fresh fruits to it to spice up the flavor. I don't recommend always buying the sugar fruit-filled flavors because, again, that just adds sugar, which means more calories. And so for a normal small Greek cup or plain serving of Greek yogurt, you're going to run anywhere from 80 to 120 calories. That's going to have anywhere from roughly 10 to 12 grams of protein. So a really solid option. Just be sure you grab a plastic spoon or a spoon from home that you could bring home and then wash with that option. Now, option number 2 is string cheese or a cheese stick. I'm going to use the example of one cheese stick of low-fat mozzarella. That's going to run roughly 80 calories with about 7 grams of protein. And what's great about that is it doesn't require the spoon, so it makes it super portable. They're all individually portioned, so you just have to rip one off and throw it in your bag. And for a few hours at least, it doesn't require refrigeration. So again, for those shorter times out of the house, super easy to bring with you. Now, dairy option number 3 are single serving cups of cottage cheese. So I know that you can find these at Target. I'm sure there are other stores that sell them. But again, I'm not talking the big tub. I'm talking the individual 2 or 4 pack of single serving ones that are already pre-portioned. So those are going to run you roughly 90 to 110 calories, depending on the brand, with about 10 to 12 grams of protein. Now, if you want to add a little bit of extra flavor, I always feel that cottage cheese pairs really nicely with either sliced cucumber, cherry tomatoes, or diced pineapple. Now, again, next bundle of snacks I want to go to does require you to either not be out of the house very long or that insulated lunchbox with the cool or with the ice pack. So another idea is hard-boiled eggs. So expanding on dairy, starting to hit a little bit of the meat and egg-based snacks. But one hard-boiled egg only contains 70 calories, and it's going to contain about 6 grams of protein. So it's going to help keep you full for a very small amount of calories. One tip that I do recommend for hard-boiled eggs is prep a few of them at the beginning of the week because they're compact and they're super easy to just throw into a small reusable container or into a plastic baggie to bring on the go. Now, second meat option I want to include is either turkey or beef or chicken jerky that is low sodium and low sugar. So one stick of jerky is going to run you anywhere from about 70 to 110-ish calories, depending on what it's made out of and depending on the brand. But that's also going to include roughly 10 to 11 grams of protein, which is fabulous. Now, I did mention this, but it really is important. Check that ingredient label. Look for a low sugar, low sodium option to keep it healthiest. Now, that brings me to the last section of snacks, which are going to be plant-based snacks. So, actually, I lied. Second to last section, plant-based snacks. I have 3 options that are, again, higher protein, but solely plant-based. So, first option is going to be edamame beans or edamame pods. I do recommend steaming these and lightly drizzling a little bit of sea salt on them. But for a half a cup of those, that's going to run around 90 calories with 8 grams of protein. If you don't want to steam the edamame yourself, this is a snack that can often be found in grocery stores, either in a larger bag and you portion it out, or if you're lucky, you can actually already find pre-steamed edamame in smaller snack packs, which is beautiful because it's easy and ready to go. Next plant-based option for a snack is roasting chickpeas. And similar to edamame, sometimes you can find roasted chickpeas at the store, but if not, you can make them yourself. A quarter cup is going to run you 120 calories for about 6 grams of protein. So I know calories are a little higher, protein is a little lower on that one, but if you season them with paprika and garlic, talk about a snack that is a party in your mouth. It's super delicious. Last but not least snack that is more plant-based is grabbing a handful of almonds or pistachios. So I do want to be careful with this snack because knowing that nuts are mostly healthy fats, they do tend to add up quickly in terms of calories. But if you're grabbing anywhere from 10 to 12 nuts, that's only going to be about 70 to 100 calories with 3 to 4 grams of protein. And because they do contain a good amount of healthy fat, they're going to help keep you full, even though the calorie count or the protein count is a little bit lower. They're also relatively shelf stable, so they can stay good in your purse or your car or your gym bag for a decent amount of time. Now, last 2 options, snack numbers 9 and 10. These are going to be protein bars and packaged options that you buy ready to go at the store. So one idea for these is to buy mini protein bars. So I'm looking for protein bars that are under 150 calories that have anywhere from 6 to 10 grams of protein. 2 examples of brands are RX mini bars and Kind mini bars. They're available at most grocery stores, so convenient for all of us. But I do recommend, similar to pre-made options I've already discussed, really look for bars that have fewer added sugars and minimal ingredients. And last but not least, for those of us that love a good salty snack, Instead of grabbing the potato chips or the pretzels which don't contain much protein, look for some protein-backed veggie chips or crisp snacks. So check the label, but these will run anywhere from about 100 to 150 calories per bag with about 8 to 10 grams of protein, respectively. I love these because, again, they're a veggie-based protein chip that tends to mimic a lot of the less healthy snacks, like the chips and the pretzels that all of us love to eat. So, quickly, I've given you all sorts of options from dairy to meat to vegetarian to pre-packed to veggie options. And so, I really encourage you, trial and error which of these snacks are going to work on the go, which ones aren't. You might have different options for only being out of the house for a shorter period of time versus taking a trip or being out the entire day. So please do me a favor in the comments below. I want to help hold you accountable. Comment which of these snack options are you going to buy at the store and try over the next week? And as always, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more options to help you stay healthy long term. Thank you so much, and we'll talk more soon.